Shalom, shalom, beautiful souls, both those who are joining us now and those who will be adding to our circle through the video recording. Know that in the realm of truth, in the realm of the divine, there is no time and there is no space. Because of course, Hashem, the Holy One, created time and created space. So everything is now. So as we go through our meditation today, I invite you to really connect with that, to connect with the fact that you're binding yourself to all of the people present with us, all of the people watching the recording, and to the Jewish people as a whole. I would like to do a sound check. If somebody could just let me know, start back from the beginning. Somebody could let me know if the music volume is good, if it needs to be lower. Usually I have it at this volume. Okay, thank you, Jesse. So we're going to be focusing our attention on the children of the Jewish people, on the children who are held captive, those who live in communities that are being attacked by rockets, those who've been displaced out of their homes, those who are in the hospital or have family members in the hospital or are mourning. Or if you know about what's happening here in the land of Israel, you'll know that pretty much every child is to one degree or another in a state of trauma and feeling the pain of the people and also just scared. So I want to create a beautiful, loving womb around them as a community. And in order to do that, first we have to create a warm, loving womb around ourselves. And the word womb in Hebrew is rechem. Rechem is a place where we hold space for another and we hold safety for another to grow, to blossom, to learn, to evolve. We offer them safety and nourishment without feeling the need to intervene and force them to change. Just trusting the process, trusting the beauty and the magic of life. So I invite you to close your eyes and place your hands on your heart. And imagine that there is around you a womb of light. The light of love, of Hashem's infinite love for you. It is totally and absolutely unconditional. And as you breathe, you can allow more and more of that light to hold you, to surround you, to nurture you, and to create safety around you. And as you feel the rise and fall of your chest, you can feel how even your breath is effortless, that Hashem is breathing life into you in this moment. Just as we learned in Parshat Breshit, when Hashem created Adam, Vayipach be'apav nishmat chayim, He breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, which is why neshima, breath, is so close to neshama, the word for soul. This is what connects you to your soul. And with your hands on your chest, you can also feel the beating of your heart. As Hashem is, so to speak, pumping life into you, into every part of your being, spreading that breath of life from your head down to your toes, into every cell of your body. And as you feel the beating of your heart and the breath flowing in and out of your lungs, you can allow your muscles to soften into the light of that womb, into the light of love. You can literally feel your pores opening up so that you can allow that light that is always there to actually make its way in, so that you are a sponge of light and a sponge of love. And we're going to expand the size of that womb so it's not just surrounding you individually, but it's surrounding our entire community as this great womb, binding us around and around as we imagine ourselves in a circle, and we ourselves within that womb of light are also a womb for the children of Am Yisrael, for the children of the Jewish people, those who are struggling here in the land, and those everywhere in the world. And I want to invite other beautiful souls from our past to join us here. I want to invite Sarah Imenu, Sarah, our mother, who literally didn't have a womb. But Hashem created miracles for her. And at a very ripe old age, life was created inside of her. And she was a bearer of miracles. And from her, we learn the art of laughter. The same laughter that we say, that at the end of days, we will be laughing, because we will understand the truth and the beauty and the goodness and the oneness of all of this. So Sarah, I invite you to hold our hands. And Rivka, who knew what it was to have two nations battling inside of her womb, and yet held strong and steadfast, and spoke truth to power. I invite her to join us as well. And Rachel, who for so many years prayed to be a womb and became the mother of the only one of our ancestors who we literally call Hatzadik. There were others later on in our history, but from the Torah itself, Yosef is the one we call Hatzadik, the one who knows how to bridge the gap between heaven and earth and create massive abundance for his people and for the whole world, and still hold fast to the traditions of Israel. In Leah, who gave birth to Yehudah, for whom we are called Yehudim, we are all her descendants. She's our mama. And I also want to invite Chana, Shmuel's mother, Samuel the prophet's mother, Chana, who had the holy chutzpah to stand at the gates of the tabernacle and demand that Hashem bring life into her womb that had been closed for so many years. And lo and behold, she gave birth to the greatest of our prophets. I invite them to join us here. I invite all of the mothers and fathers of the Jewish people who we've lost in the past weeks and who have tremendous love for their children who they've left, to join our circle as well. And literally imagine all of us holding hands with strength, standing tall and steadfast, and bound around us all by the womb of the light of the divine. And I want you to think of a time in your life that you were a womb for another person. You created the safety and comfort for them to grow. Whether it was a literal pregnancy, whether it was holding someone in your embrace, whether it was guiding someone into the afterlife. Lay out that moment as if it's happening right now. And with your hands on your heart and your mind's eye on your heart, allow yourself to feel the love, the compassion, the nurturing, and the safety that you created for another person. And allow yourself to feel whatever other emotions came with you as you play out that memory as if it's happening right now. What do you see? Who are you with? What do you feel? What do you hear? And along with that experience, I invite you now to think of a time that another person created a womb for you, a memory that you can really remember and recall and that feels very alive for you. When someone held you, it made you feel infinitely safe. You could totally relax and fall into their safety. And play out that memory as if it's happening right now. And with every breath you take, as you breathe in and as you exhale, allow yourself to soak in all of that love and tenderness and safety that they created for you. And with all of that love we have here, I invite you now to create a space within your body and within your heart to be a complete vehicle for divine light. I want you to imagine that above your head you can see Hashem's holy name, Yud, Hey, and Vav, Hey, made in letters of radiant light. And each of those letters is going to find its home inside of your body. Starting with the Yud, it comes in through the opening at the crown of your head and comes and fills your head with its radiant light, so much so that that light shines out of the pores of your face into the center of the circle. You may even wish to smile as you experience the beauty of being Ma'or Panim, of being lit up, and of shining your light and your love onto the children of Am Yisrael. And feel that Hey of Hashem's name slipping in through the crown of your head and past your neck, and the top of the Hey meets you between the shoulders, and the arms of the Hey fill your arms with divine light. So much light that your arms literally can't contain it. So I invite you to hold your palms up and see that light radiating out of your palms and into the center of the circle and sending the beautiful children of the Jewish people love and tenderness, and feel that light wrapping itself around them, holding them like a fuzzy blanket, kissing them, caressing them. And feel the Vav of Hashem's name coming in through the top of your head and slipping right into your spine that was created perfectly to be a Vav. And that Vav radiates divine light into your entire torso, more than your torso could possibly hold. So now out of your heart shines even more light. The light of healing, of blessing, of protection, of love, of comfort. And the last hay of Hashem's name comes in through the crown of your head and passes through your torso. And the top of the hay meets you between the hips, and the legs of the hay fill your legs with radiant light. And your legs are so filled with light that you see even more light shining out of all of your pores, but even coming out of your toes and making its way to the center of the circle, so that the whole bottom of the circle is filled with a web of light that's coming out of all of our toes. And it's creating a cradle of safety, almost like warm, fluffy lamb fluff, radiating with light and with love, where the children can rest and play and be held. So now that you're a pure Merkava, a pure vehicle of divine light, I invite you to see more and more light raining down on you from above and coming in washes and washes of it, so much of it like a flood coming in through the top of your head and filling your heart to bursting and bursting out of your heart, but also filling your arms to bursting and radiating out of the palms of your hands. And if there are children who you know need healing, keeping your microphones off, I invite you to say their names now. And keep shining light on them. And you can also say words of blessing, of comfort, of love, and trust that your words will reach them. Will wrap themselves around them and fill their hearts. And you can even move your hands in such a way that you can imagine yourself holding them and caressing them and loving them. And just keep shining love out of your heart. And I want to bring an extra layer of protection. I think it's best if you keep your eyes closed, but if you really want to see the text that I'm reading, it's the text of Ana Bekoach that we read on Kabbalat Shabbat. It has very strong protective qualities, so I want you to see the letters of these words radiating out of your hands and out of your heart and creating a great wall of light, of protection around these children. Ana bekoach gedulat yamincha tatir tserura kabel rinat amcha sagvenu taharenu nora na gibor dorshei yichudcha kevabat shomrem barchem tarem rachmei tzidkatcha tamid gamlem chasim kadosh berov tuvcha nahel adatecha יחיד גאה לעמך פני זוכרי קדושתך שבתנו קבל ושמע צעקתנו יודע תעלומות ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. And you came here to bring love and beauty to these children, but you're also a child, and you also need comfort and love and healing. So I invite you to bring those beautiful hands of yours back to your chest, ever so slowly and sweetly and tenderly, as if you were about to hold a newborn child. And feel that love coming into your heart. And speak to yourself and feel towards yourself a tremendous amount of tenderness and sweetness and love. Know that you are love, you are loved, you are loving. Thank you for showing up today, both for yourself and for the Jewish people. Thank you for bringing light into the world. And if at any point today you need a little bit of an extra boost, you can place your hands on your heart and remember this moment. It's accessible to you whenever you want. And slowly we're going to make our ways back to our bodies. I invite you to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and bat your eyes open. If you would like to do so, I invite you to turn on your camera so we can bask in the glow of what we've created here today. I bless you all with a beautiful week filled with light and love and blessings. May we only hear good news. Shavua Tov.